Moviola is an editing machine that makes it possible to edit the picture, or the picture and sound, and evaluate the final results. Actually, the Moviola is made up of two machines, both mounted on the same pedestal. The picture side is located on the right, and the sound reproduction unit is on the left. Each one is driven by its own motor. However, the two machines can be mechanically interlocked by sliding this collar into position. Then the two units are driven together by a single motor. The whole machine is first turned on by a master switch. The motor for the picture side is reversible, and the switch is located under the viewer screen. It is also variable in speed and is controlled by this rheostat knob. Of those two switches below, the one on the right controls the on-off for the picture head. The one on the left is the on-off for the projection light. To the left of those two switches is a rheostat knob which controls the brightness of the projection bulb. Another control for the on-off and speed of the picture head is the right foot pedal, which works in conjunction with the forward and reverse switch. The harder the pedal is pressed, the faster the film moves. To thread the picture side of the Moviola, the work print must be rewound or twisted so that it comes off the bottom of the feed reel emulsion side out. If the sprocket holes are damaged, be sure to repair them before threading the film into the Moviola. From the bottom of the reel, the film is threaded between these two back rollers. It goes forward and up over two more rollers. When it gets to the lower feed sprocket, pull the small knob on the keeper to open it and line up the perforations with the teeth. Then the film goes down behind this pin. Press down this lever to open the picture gate. Lay the film in the gate and into the teeth of the main drive sprocket. Close the picture gate and allow the film to form a loop between the pin and the gate. About 20 frames should do it. Then close the keeper to hold the film firmly in the sprockets. Between the gate and the upper sprocket, another film loop has to be formed. This one should be about 10 frames. The work print then goes under two more rollers, up and around into the take-up reel. If there is any mistake in the threading, you will lose the film loops. Focusing is done with this small knob, and framing is accomplished by moving this lever up or down. This lever is a handbrake. Whether you run the film by switch or foot pedal, hitting this brake will stop the film and will disconnect the power. To search for the right frame, use the flange located on the left side of the picture head. And mark the desired frame with a grease pencil. The magnetic film on the sound side must also be wound so that it enters the gate emulsion side up. Coming from the bottom of the reel, the film goes forward and over the shaft roller, then over these two rollers. Open the gate by pushing down this lever. Place the film in the gate and into the top take-up sprocket. Close the gate to keep the film in position. Then the film travels to the back over one spring-loaded roller before going to the take-up reel. The sound side can be run independently of the picture side by the on-off switch or by the foot pedal on the left. Both run in conjunction with the forward and reverse switch. This Moviola also has an optical sound reading head for photographic soundtrack. To use the machine in this mode, the rotary knob must be turned from mag to opt. The tone control for the loudspeaker switch can be cut off by plugging a pair of headphones into this jack. Let's suppose that you're going to be running a film in interlock, and you've connected the shafts by means of this sliding collar. Also, you've put the sync marks in their respective gates. Before you start things up, let's take a look at the motor for the picture head. It's adequate, but too small to drive both units at the same time. If you use it for long runs, you will quickly burn it out. However, the motor for the sound head is several times larger. It is designed that way so that it can easily drive both units for long periods of time. Therefore, all interlocks should be driven by the motor on the sound side. To stop the machine on a specific frame when it is in interlock, use the brake lever. Then you can turn the winding flange to search for the right frame. Using a grease pencil, mark the desired frame on the picture side. Always use a felt tip pen to mark the magnetic tape on the sound side. The small flange on the left side of the sound head is also used for rolling up small lengths of film quickly, without the use of cores. In this case, the picture head motor rather than the sound head motor can be used. Put it into reverse and use the picture pedal on the right to wind the film. Stop, throw the switch into forward, and press the foot pedal. This will loosen the central wrap, and you can then lift the film off the spindle easily. The Moviola is well built, it is dependable, and it is efficient. For these reasons, the Moviola remains a favorite with film editors all over the world.
Isn't it time you stopped crying about your life?